Hello, my name is Christian, and I'm a student at the University of Pennsylvania. I'm currently taking a class called CIS 3500 Software Engineering, and as part of our final project, we designed a Chrome extension called Docky. Me, Matthew, Michael, and George. So what Docky does is so you guys know how you go to websites trying to learn like JavaScript, and you see like a whole text text description of something like let's say like objects, but you can't see like an example code. But then you have to copy the text and go to ChatGPT, generate the code example, come back to the website. So it's like back and forth, and it's not good. So Docky allows you to actually select the text and get the code example in real time, and I'll show you how that works. So this is my GitHub. You just need to go to my repos, and there is Docky. Just get a code and cron it with the code. I know you guys know how to do that. And then after that, you just need to load unpacked and just like go to the folder where you clone the repo, right? So now let's say you're reading like JavaScript code, and then here we have an example. Um, so suppose you want to get an example of how JavaScript objects are used. You just need to select that, and then just go to Docky. There we go. So this is the extension, and you have really interesting features. The first one we have like where you see your selected text. Here we go. Like you already copied the text, and you just need to put in your API key. That's my API key, so you guys should put your own API key, and then click save. I already did that. And then you need to select the language because you're dealing with JavaScript. You just select JavaScript. So this is like another feature that allows you to select the language. Then you can we also have another feature, so you can select like actually the complexity level. So I will just do 3. And then you also have an interesting feature. You can select the formatting options. Like let's say I want comments in my code example. You can also select that. Um, then you just like hit generate code example, and boom, like, there we go. So we have like an example of how objects can be used in JavaScript. You see, this is so cute. Instead of going to ChatGPT and telling it the language, telling it the complexity level and everything, you just do it from Docky. All right, I just do another example as well. All right, suppose you learning about C++. Okay, let's see you learning about C++. Tutorial maybe, and you go to W3 schools. Um, suppose you're trying to learn how to do like, let's say arrays. So well, W3 schools have examples, but like, oh, let's say you want like more examples. You just select the code, the text. Again, go to Docky. You put your API key. You don't need to put the API key again. It's already saved in Chrome storage. Just select the language, and I will say I want complexity level 2, and then formatting option. I want the comments again, and then I generate the code example. Boom, there we go. So it shows you like an example on how to use C++ arrays. And well, that's not very so interesting. Let's try something so interesting. Suppose you're learning about machine learning, right? So you know in machine learning we have convolutional neural networks that allows us to study images, that allows the computer to study images. You see like this whole page like is just like a page of documentation. Like we can't see any code anywhere. This is not fun, right? You suppose you're reading about convolutional neural networks, but you can't even see like a code example. All right. Then you want to know more about like CNNs, right? You just need to select this example, this text. So it's talking about CNNs, and then you just go to Docky again. Docky is so beautiful. It's just gonna show you the text that you selected here. You don't need to put the OpenAI API key again. It's already there. You just need to select the language. Machine learning usually uses Python a lot. You just select Python. I select 3 as complexity level, and I just do backspace and everything, anything I want, some spacing as well, and I just generate code example, and boom, there we go. You see, now we have an example of how CNNs are being applied. So we have like a whole class of CNNs and how we train CNNs. really interesting, right? All right, so and that was Docky. Thank you.